That is so cool! That is freaking sick, dude. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, welcome or perhaps welcome back to the channel. My name is Kumiko, but you can just call me Kumi for short, and today we are here to react to episode 21 of Frieren entitled The World of Magic. Really quickly, as always, Patreon plug. Just a reminder, I do have Patreon for just $5. You can get early access to the full uncut versions of my reactions, and it does also help support me as a creator. So if you are interested in that, the link is down below in the video description. And with that being said, let's go ahead and hop on into the episode. Oh, flashback. Frieren Flamme. Wait, is this looks like... Oh, so Frieren has met Serie before. Oh! It's been a while, Flamme. And oh my god, bro, wait, Serie's voice is so deep, too. Holy crap. Oh, wow. Okay, alright, huh, wow. I am so curious about Serie. But I guess we're about to get Frieren versus Denkin. Bye, guys. See you in a moment. And she's just still hanging out with the still on her head. How long have they been having a tea party, bro? Have they just been having like a 5-hour tea party? The young are too hot-blooded. Privilege is nonsense. Oh. And searching for it. Oh. Back to the flashback. Oh, wait! Yo, wait, Flamme is Serie's student? Oh my god! Oh, okay, well, I guess that partly explains why Flamme was so freaking OP, because I'm assuming Serie must be also super OP, because they likened her to, like, a living grimoire. They said that she has basically, like, boundless knowledge of spells. So I guess that makes sense how Flamme became so powerful. I mean, clearly Flamme, I think, was, like, also a genius and had a lot of natural talent and propensity for magic, but, like, damn, what a reveal. Also, I think it's interesting what Denkin just said, because it brings me back to that episode that's titled The Privilege of the Youth. Like, he basically kind of just, like, alluded to that title, so that was cool. But also, dang, so Serie is, like, our Grand Master. He's, like, Frieren's Grand Master. That's, okay. Wow. Wow. She's strong. I like her. Oh. What spell you desire? For free? Yo, we get a freebie spell? Oh! I had a feeling she was gonna say that. I was in searching for it. Dang! Oh. And Flamme was that confident about it. Wow. Oh. Dang. Oh, this is so good too, because actually kind of reminds me of what Flamme had initially said to Frieren, like, live in obscurity, don't seek to make a name for yourself until you defeat the Demon King. Also, I think it's so fascinating that Frieren basically said, like, I don't want a freebie because part of the joy is in searching for magic. If you give me a freebie right now, then I lose the joy of the thing that I love. Because at this point, I mean, now she says she loves magic somewhat, she likes magic somewhat, but back then when she was with Flamme, she said she loves magic. So it's like she would lose the thing that brings her joy if she were to accept what Serie is offering, and it's super interesting that Denkin thinks the same way. Okay. Wow. A mage of a peaceful era. Oh, she's so baby in those flashbacks. Good answer. Oh, please be gentle with my girls up there. Richter, I swear to God. I swear to God. Richter, do not do anything to either of them. If that's even your name. I forgot. I forgot what his name is. I think it's Richter. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, nice. Yo, good defense. Good defense. Oh, careful! Okay, oh, dude, Kane is coming in clutch with these defensive barriers. Huh. Let me lecture you on the history of magic in the middle of our battle. It's fine. Okay. Oh, okay.
当然これには明確な理由がある。すぐには十分な防御性能だったからだ。
Got it.
防御魔法にオーバースペ
Over-engineered, okay.
止めれば術式がより複雑化し、発動速度に致命的な影響が出る。
I see. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Oh my God. That was a big ass rock. Damn. High volume physical attacks, which seem quite effective against the defense. Oh, yo, wait, that's true. That's true. Oh, okay. Maybe? Huh. Oh, okay. I thought maybe we were about to do some like bloodbending type of stuff, but more complicated than that. Huh. Come on, Frieren, you got this, girl. Dang, yo, Denkin's fast though. Look at him go. Holy crap. Okay, nice, good block. Yeah, I bet Frieren's got more mana than he does. Going to settle this quickly. Oh. Walled Ghost. Dorg. Oh my God, he made like a fire tornado? Wait, yo, that's so sick. I feel like I can be excited about it because I don't think that... I just have a feeling that Frieren is gonna be fine, you know? Like, I think she can probably handle this, so I'm just gonna pog out about the fire tornado because that is so cool. Will the barrier hold? Oh, it was created by Serie. Dang. Okay. Analyzing the barrier. Oh? Huh. Is this world greater than Serie? I mean, you can never be too sure. Nothing is absolute in this world. Oh, yeah, girl. Catastravia. Oh, dude, Denkin's got some cool moves, though. He's got some cool spells. Oh, a counterattack. Yo. Oh. Yes. Ooh! Oh, yo, oh my God, Frieren is such a badass. Holy crap. Dang. Basic combat spells until the end. That's what she taught Fern too, they said. For a training mage, dang. Oof. Yeah, give us back our still, man.
近くに
Oh.
来なければ電気を殺す
Oh.
こいつ
Oh, man.
やられた。
Dang. Does she?
体には触れていない。
I don't know if she does underestimate you.
仕方がないか。あまりこういうことはしたくないんだけど。
Oh, what's she gonna do? Oh, nice! Nice! Clean.
未熟者め
Oh, we got the binding spell.
なんでそこまでして一級魔法使い
Yeah, I actually want to know more about
権
Denkin.
力も
The Northern Plateau. Okay.
魔族どもが暴れたせいで今じゃ一
Oh, the Northern Plateau. Okay.
久々に墓参りに行きたかった
Oh.
それだけだ
Oh. Oh, I really like Denkin, man.
それなら大丈夫だよ。
Oh, dang. We believe in Kana and Lewin. Oh.
まさか電気がやられる
Dang, yo, that makes me like Denkin even more. I was really curious what his motivation for becoming a first-class mage was, because, I mean, as Laufin just said, he's already, like, a pretty accomplished mage. I was wondering, like, why he wanted to become a first-class mage. That makes me like him even more because it's like such a simple motivation. It's not driven by like greed or a desire for power or a desire to be like above anybody else. It's driven by a desire to simply be able to go visit, I'm assuming, a loved one's grave. Yeah, wow. I mean, I already liked him because like even in the last episode, you know, he was kind of the voice of reason with Richter. He was like, no, we actually do not need to murder the children. So I already liked him from last episode, but I like him even more in this episode. And I think it's quite fascinating how he seems kind of similar to Frieren in some ways, like their mutual love of searching for magic. You know, I feel like they can kind of relate to each other in that sense. And I feel like Frieren can probably even understand Denkin's motivation because I think she would also want to be able to like visit the grave of like, for example, Hyder or Himmel, you know, if she weren't able to, like if she had to pass an exam in order to be able to do that, I think she would probably feel similarly. So anyways.
さてガキのおもりはもう終わり
Okay, careful ladies, be careful. I don't want anything to happen to either of them. But Frieren has confidence in them. Frieren trusts them, so I trust them. If Frieren says they got this, then they got this. There's such big, thick rocks, though. How do you get through that? Oh, careful.
解析どういうこと
Oh? Oh? Don't tell me you what? Oh? Are she gonna take down the barrier? Can she do that? Oh. Oh.
問題ない
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
ひっくり返って
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. The green mosaic stuff reminded me of the OP too. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes! That is so cool! That is freaking sick, dude. Oh my gosh. Frieren. Oh!
弊社一行の魔法使いと同じな
Mm-hmm. A holy emblem too. I want to know more about the holy emblem as well. She's the last great mage. Oh! Oh. And this is how you say hello. Hello. Hello, good to see you. I can't quit being a mage. Oh! What an epic freaking moment.
本当に結界
Oh,
を破壊
that's
す
so
るとは
cool.
な
That's so cool. It's so good too because literally that guy Genau was just saying like there will never be a greater mage than Serie, and like there's absolutely no possible way that somebody could break down this barrier, and then Frieren just freaking breaks it down, dude. Like, oh, that's so good. That's so good. And I also love Serie's response as well. Like, Serie's just like, damn, way to say hello. Way to say hello after all these years, Frieren.
なんでこんなことを。
カンネがかわいそうだったからね。
Now Kana can use her. Magic should be free. Yep, that's not. I didn't even think about
魔
that.
法はイメージの世界だ。水は
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be so good now. Oh, she's
少
about
な
to
く
go
とも
hard.
私はできない。
結界が
Oh,
何が起こった。
Frieren, you absolute badass.
状況確認など後回しだ。一刻も早くとどめろ。
Oh nope.
魔力が乱れてるぜ。
Oh, let's go, dude. Oh, this is so good. Oh, let's go. Yeah, baby. Mhm. Yeah, how you gonna block that, buddy? Oh. Oh, yes. Yes, go, Kane, go. That's right. There is not. There is. Oh, that thing popped like a bubble. This is why I don't like water. I mean, valid. Oh, that's so good, dude. Holy crap. That is so epic. I didn't even think about why she would be breaking the barrier. I thought she was just doing it to like aura farm, you know? But of course, it was so that Kane would be able to use her magic effectively. That makes complete sense. I thought it was just for like the badassery of it, just to prove that she could. But yeah, this makes more sense. I guess it's not really like in Frieren's nature to just like flaunt her magic ability, you know? Like she's not like a showy mage. She's not someone who would be like, I'm gonna break the barrier just because I can. So that makes sense. But like also, what a badass moment. What a badass moment for both Frieren and for Kane and Levine. Like, oh my god, so good.
勝てたみたいだね。
Oh, and she gave them head pats. Don't pat my head, but Levine is like Frieren. Because Frieren also used to say that when Hyder would pat her head.
あと2時間だ。もう終わりだな。
I kind of want them to pass too, though. I like Denkin. He's really interesting.
起きるか。
I'm kind of curious about Richter as well. And Laufen, but like Richter was pretty interesting in his battle as well.
私ももうジルベイを使えるほどの魔力は残ってないよ。
こういう時急。
What does an Imperial Mage do in this situation?
最後まで醜く
あんた
Hey, don't call my girl boring.
マジで基礎的な魔法しか使ってないじゃん。
And she's really dang good at it.
ちゃんと叱っといてよね。
そのつもりです。
I intend to.
他にどんな魔法使えるの？
服が透けて見えるわ。
Do you see through clothes? That's, yep.
あのさ。
Ubel's like, alright, I'm a hide over here then. I hate to interrupt your pleasant conversation.
してるところ悪いけど、手
Uh-huh.
の内はあまりさらさない
Shouldn't
方がいい
reveal
んじ
too
ゃない
many of your tricks. I mean, that's fair.
でもメガネ君はもう少し打ち解けてもよかったと思うよ。
He's interesting as well. I am curious about him as well because he said like he seems very analytical and very pragmatic, you know, like in the battle he was like I'm analyzing the battle, like I'm analyzing your moves to see like what my next move should be, to see how I should approach the situation. And then he also, I'm pretty sure he said like I don't really trust other people, so I'm kind of curious about him as well. All of these new characters are really fascinating. I would also like to learn more about Richter because he was pretty interesting in the battle versus Kane and Levine. I feel like they can probably take that pretty easily.
立場なら金を積まれたってこと。
Oh. Interesting. They don't know that though.
分かっているだろう。
Oh. Oh, dang, Denkin.
男だろうが
We're just gonna duke it out old-fashioned style? Oh, let's go, Denkin, bro. I love Denkin. Oh my gosh. What a freaking cool guy. Dang, aight. Okay. Let's go, man. Oh, it's on his butt. Has my guy just been like laying down in that position ass up for like 5 hours to try to catch this thing? Like, how long did he have to stay in that position to get the still to land there is what I want to know.
現時刻をもって第一次試験を終了とする
Dang, 6 parties.
第二次試験は3日後だ詳細に
Okay. Aww.
解散
Oh, that was a sweet exchange between Frieren and Fern. Also, how many? Can you guys remind me how many parties did we start with? 6. Only 6 passing seems like a relatively small amount, because I mean there were like a lot of people in that room. Like when Genau was like first talking about the first exam, it seemed like there were a lot of people in that room. So I feel like 6 is probably a pretty small percentage of the total parties that passed. I'm curious. I don't remember how many there were to start out with. Yeah, what's Stark been up to? I'm so happy. It's scary.
苦労してんだな
You've got it rough, man. Stark's just been hanging out in a bar the whole time, probably drinking like apple juice or something. Wow. Okay, so many fascinating things happened in this episode. The first is like, oh my god, Serie. Like, I can't believe that we have met Serie before, and I can't believe that Serie is like basically our Grand Master. Like, oh my, I never would have thought of that. I never would have thought of that. I'm still really intrigued by Serie though, because I mean, I talked about this in the last video, but like I feel like there's something dark going on, you know? Again, like, why would the color scheme be like that in the OP if there isn't some like something sinister happening behind the scenes? Like, I don't know, you know? She's fascinating though. I'm very curious how long she's been alive, because yeah, I mean, she trained Flamme and then Flamme trained Frieren, which is crazy. I want to start out like at the very beginning, actually, because I'm gonna get to the scene with Frieren and Flamme really quickly. Right here. Something that I think is kind of cool is the fact that both Flamme and Serie wear these little handcuffs. I think that's cool because, like, I feel like in each character design, like, we just learned that Serie is Flamme's master, and it seems like in each character design, like, something is sort of passed down from their master. Like, with Frieren, she kind of wears those red earrings like Flamme used to wear. And then she also has like the red jewel on her staff. So like both of those things are nods to Flamme. And then we have Flamme wearing these kind of like wrist cuffs, which I think maybe is a nod to Serie. So that's kind of cool, like how there's sort of like elements of the design that are passed down. Second thing I wanted to talk about, I want to go back to this scene right here. There's so much about this scene. There's so much about this scene. This sentence right here, the student I chose to train on a whim has already returned with her own student. It's like history repeating itself, because guess what? Flamme also decided to train Frieren on a whim, you know? She was literally about to just like keep going on her own way, and then Frieren was like, you seem strong, I just have a feeling. And that piqued Flamme's interest, and she decided to train her on a whim. So that's pretty crazy that Serie also decided to train Flamme on a whim, and I'm so curious like how that all came about. I would love to find out more context for how Serie became Flamme's master. But this entire exchange is fascinating. She's strong. I like her. I like how Serie is just like, yeah, she's strong. She's strong, I can tell. Tell me what spell you desire. I shall grant you just one. A spell that I desire. nearly every grimoire that's ever been written. Mages spend their entire lives searching for the spell they desire. And you know, I feel like this entire exchange holds even more weight when you think about the context of last episode. Because in the last episode, Richter talks about like, oh, you seriously don't know that being a first class mage means that you like basically get a wish granted? Like you get to have any spell you desire. Like this is apparently a very important thing for a lot of people. It seems like this might be one of the motivations that a lot of people have for taking this first class mage exam. It's like that you have this big shiny prize at the end where you get to have any spell that you desire. And here, Sarie is offering that same thing to Frieren for free, mind you. Like Frieren's not even having to pass any exam here to acquire this spell. This is a deal that like probably 99% of the mages taking this first class mage exam would take in a heartbeat. And Frieren still responds, no, I don't want that. And I think it's really interesting because Sarie also talks later about Frieren's like burning ambition. And it's like, I feel like it highlights this idea of Frieren doesn't have a hunger for power so much as she has a hunger for, I guess, knowledge, you know? She enjoys collecting spells. She enjoys searching for spells, but she doesn't desire great power or great strength. I mean, she obviously does want to kill the demons, but it's like she doesn't have this burning ambition to be insanely powerful, you know? But anyways, let's just continue watching the scene. Tell me what yours is and I shall grant it to you. And she says, and immediately, she doesn't even think about it. She's just like, I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want one. The greatest joy of magic lies in searching for it. And how interesting that Denkin also sees it the same way as Frieren sees it. It kind of reminds me of this idea of like, the joy is in the journey, not so much the destination, you know? Like, part of the joy is in the journey of searching for it in order to acquire it, but like having it and acquiring it isn't the thing that makes her love magic. This girl is no good after all. She lacks a burning ambition. And this line is also quite fascinating to me because I think it kind of makes you think a little bit about life. Like, does one need a burning ambition? Is that necessary? Like, does Frieren have to have a burning ambition? Is life not worthwhile unless you have a burning ambition? You know, kind of an interesting line of thought. She lacks a burning ambition. This girl is no good. And the irony in that is Frieren is one of the best mages, perhaps even better than Sarie, because she was able to break the barrier. She quote unquote, you know, turns the world upside down in this episode. So I think this is kind of like really interesting to think about. Like, do you need a burning ambition? Like, clearly not. And I guess you could maybe like argue that maybe Frieren's ambition is just different than what Sarie thinks it should be. Like, I think a lot of Frieren's ambition is geared towards, again, like searching for things, knowledge, you know, things like that, I think are maybe more in line with Frieren's ambition. You know, we see her hobby now is collecting spells, searching for them, seeking them out, collecting spells. So perhaps you could say that's her ambition. But again, like, I still, I mean, I stand by what I said. I don't think one needs to have a burning ambition to have a good life, you know? But anyways. And oh, I love the certainty. I love the absolute certainty that Flamme says it with, you know? It's not an, oh, I think this is gonna happen. It's just a statement of fact. Like, she just completely believes this. It will be a mage like her who clears the way to a peaceful era. Are you saying I cannot? As one who seeks battle, you cannot kill the Demon King. We can't do it. You can't imagine yourself living in a peaceful era, can you? I feel like there's a lot of layers to this as well. So it's kind of like she's saying both herself, Flamme, and Serie. I mean, she just said like one who seeks battle. So I guess maybe there's this idea of like one who seeks battle is also by extension one who seeks power, and that wouldn't be the right person to usher in an era of peace, whereas like Frieren herself seeks peace, you know? So maybe in a sense it's good that Frieren doesn't have this like burning ambition that Serie talks about, you know? I feel like that's maybe even a strength of Frieren's in a certain way. That's initially what I think about when I think about this line of thought right here. It's something that I'm probably gonna have to think about a lot more before I like reach a solid conclusion on it. But yeah, I think this whole section is really quite fascinating. And it's also really curious that Flamme herself is also like, we can't do it, like neither you nor I can do it, it has to be Frieren. And you know, I think another layer of this as well is kind of like literally what the episode is called, The World of Magic, because something that Richter says about the world of magic in this episode is that it's highly visual. Like a lot of it has to do with being able to visualize what you want to create. And so Flamme says right here, neither of us, or like you, like, what did she say? You can't imagine yourself living in a peaceful era. Like, how can you bring about peace in a world of magic that relies on you being able to visualize the thing that you're trying to materialize? Like, if you can't imagine yourself living peacefully, then you're never going to manifest a peaceful era. That's really interesting. Oh, so curious. Frieren is a mage of a peaceful era. And the certainty that she says it with is like, is incredible. I love how well Flamme knows Frieren, you know? Like, it brings me back to episode 4 when we first learned about Oriole, and Flamme is like, was so prepared for Frieren to come back. Like, she knew that Frieren would come back, she knew that Frieren would come to that tree, and she already had the book open for her at the exact page. Like, oh, dude, I love Flamme so much. I love how well she was able to understand Frieren. And I like this scene too. I like the focus on her staff because, I mean, Flamme just said that she's a mage of a peaceful era. So it's almost like kind of emphasizing this idea that she is using her, like, I mean, the staff is kind of representative of magic. It's like she's using her magic to usher about a peaceful era, you know? I also want to go back to this scene with Richter because I enjoyed this explanation that he gave right here. There's a clear reason for that. And then he talks about, yeah, physical attacks of monsters and warriors, but it can't be over-engineered. If we aimed for perfection, the technique would be too complex. And then we kind of learn like why it can't be too complex, because magic has to do with being able to visualize a thing that you're trying to create. And in this case, if it's too complex, you wouldn't be able to visualize it quickly enough, and thus there would be like a lag in your activation time. Fatal effect on activation time. Yep. Of attacking and defending. Controlling physical objects. And I am curious, I don't think it's been addressed before, but if it has, please let me know. I am curious, like, why specifically Fern and Frieren, well, obviously in Fern's case, she just does it because Frieren told her to, but I am curious about Frieren's philosophy on just using, like, ordinary offensive and defensive magic in battle. Like, why not other spells? I am curious about that because of what he's saying here about, you know, the defensive magic being less effective against physical objects. makes me curious, like, is Frieren's version of defensive magic somehow different from, like, ordinary defensive magic? Because I think you guys have mentioned before that Frieren's version of Zoltrak is, like, highly specialized specifically for killing demons, so it's, like, a little bit different than the Zoltrak that everyone else is using. I think that's what a couple of you have mentioned before. If that's wrong, let me know. But yeah, I'm wondering, like, is Frieren's version of defensive magic somehow different? And so there's just, like, no need to use, like, any type of physical spell like this. I'm wondering about that as well. And then yeah, I think it's right in here where Richter talks about the world of magic being visual, world of visual imagination. And this also gets me thinking, because it makes me wonder, like, what does Frieren see that she's so incredibly accomplished and good at magic? What is she able to visualize that other people can't? Because, I mean, she broke the frickin' barrier, man! You know? Like, what was she visualizing there? Magic is a world of visual imagination. How was she able to break that when no one else could, when it was thought to be literally impossible? Like, that is, oh, dude, I just want to get inside of Frieren's mind. Like, it's so cool that she was able to do what she did. And I actually want to go back to that part because I loved that part so much. I loved that part. And I think it's like, is it here where they're like, oh, someone's analyzing the barrier? And he's like, yeah, of course, the barrier was created by Serie, so it cannot be destroyed by brute force. That's good then. Someone was analyzing the barrier. And Genau looks shocked. He's like, why would they bother? They're wasting their time. In this world greater than Serie, and then Frieren's like, hello, bitch! And she just breaks that thing open. And I also think Genau's reaction is really interesting too, because he's like, again, he looks shocked. Like, why would anybody even bother analyzing the barrier? Because it's impossible to break it, supposedly. But I think this actually kind of highlights what Richter just said, this idea of magic being like visual imagination, because you have to be able to conceive of things that are impossible to be truly great, you know? Like, I feel as though this really emphasizes Frieren's genius in a lot of ways, you know? Because Genau has this idea of, why bother, there's no point, it's impossible. But it's like, well, if you don't even try, if you don't even analyze it, then of course it's going to be impossible, you know? And it kind of connects with what Flame was saying too. Like, if you can't even conceive of breaking the barrier, then of course you're not going to break it. If you can't even conceive of a peaceful world, then of course you're not going to create it, you know? But Frieren, it's like she can conceive of these things. And so she's able to, I guess, kind of flip the world upside down, as is mentioned later in the episode. And something else I actually was thinking about that I wanted to mention really quickly is it's like almost kind of ironic, because I mean, Serie is like, this girl is no good. Like, this girl is no good. She doesn't have that burning ambition. But I actually feel like, because magic is a world of visual imagination, like Frieren's sort of exploratory nature, like her desire to sort of learn things and expand her horizons, might be why she is able to, again, sort of like conceive of things that maybe other people cannot conceive of, you know? Like, that might be why she was able to analyze the barrier and figure out how to take it down. Whereas if she had put all of her time and energy towards like this quote unquote burning ambition of becoming more powerful, she ironically might not be as powerful as she is. It's kind of funny when you think about it, you know? But yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like when I think about it more, it's kind of like, I think Serie and Frieren have very different views of magic. Like, Frieren doesn't desire absolute power. She doesn't desire to be like the strongest mage ever, you know? I mean, she says it right here. She enjoys searching. And it's really cool to see that Denkin is similar to her in that way. But anyways, that's just like another kind of ironic little tidbit from this episode that I thought about just now. So I just wanted to add it in. Then let's go to the part where she breaks the barrier, because this was super cool. Really, really cool. Okay. I just want to watch this for the visual strikingness of it, because this was gorgeous. This scene was, oh, it's not a problem, it's impossible. And I love, oh my gosh. Okay, I also love, I mentioned this, but like these green kind of stained glass, like glass shard looking things, because it reminds me of, in the OP, there's kind of like this green colored mosaic in the OP at one point, so it reminds me of that. And then this is so cool, even if the world were turned upside down, like Genau doesn't even flinch. He just keeps on doing what he's doing, because he's like, I mean, there's no way, like, it's literally not possible. And then she just does this, like, oh my gosh, what a the visual is so good too. The visual is like, oh, it's beautiful. It's going to break. Ooh! Oh, and the way, it's so gorgeous the way it breaks too, all the colors. Oh. And Genau's like, okay, who is that? Dang. Oh, such a badass moment. Had a holy emblem too. It's the last great mage. And see, this is what I mean. Like, there's so many juicy tidbits in this episode. Like, there's so much in this episode. I want to know more about this too. Like, I want to know more about the holy emblem. Like, how did she get the holy emblem? The last great mage. Like, I want to know more about what that means. Like, that guy who saw it when we first came to take the test and we were trying to sign up, and he was like, oh my god, you have this? Like, he was shook by, there's so many things in this episode that have piqued my interest. Now you've done it, Frieren. 1,000 years, and this is how you say hello. I can't quit being a mage. World of Magic, sometimes the world is turned upside down. And like, what a cool thing for Serie to say as well. Like, this is why I can't stop being a mage, because sometimes there's like someone who comes along and just like completely shatters the status quo, completely shatters all of your expectations, and just turns the world on its head, you know? And that's Frieren. And I feel like it highlights her genius, you know? And it once again emphasizes this idea of like, it seems like Frieren can conceive of things that maybe other people can't conceive of, you know? Like, what someone else sees as impossible to Frieren might be very possible. You know, maybe Serie can't conceive of a peaceful world, but Frieren can conceive of a peaceful world. I feel like it really kind of, there's this idea of like possibility and how incredibly endless possibility can be, you know? You just have to, I guess, dare to believe in the possibility of things. Like, Genau is, again, I feel like Genau is a good example of the contrast to this, where he's just like, no, it's impossible, you know? I'm not even going to give it a second thought, because it's just completely impossible. Why would you even bother analyzing the barrier? It's literally not something that's possible. He can't even conceive of it. And I feel like it takes a really special person, a genius, you might say, to be able to look at something that someone else might see as impossible and find a way to make it possible, or even just like, again, dare to conceive of the possibility of something. I think that in and of itself is like turning the world upside down sometimes. So that's really cool. I'm also wondering, I can't remember, does Flame have like these, does Flame have ear cuffs as well? I can't remember. I'm trying to think if like there are other elements of Serie's design that are like in Flame's design. But anyways, that's beside the point. Point is, this is, I really like this line of dialogue as well. The world is turned upside down. And she just destroyed that thing. That's so cool. So freaking cool. Such a great moment. Okay, really quickly, while I was trying to grab a screenshot for the thumbnail, I actually noticed something really, really cool about this scene. You can only see it really if you frame by frame. I mean, maybe you can catch it in real time if you're looking really closely, but here, I'll show you guys just a second. It's right in here. Let's watch. Let's watch. I'm just gonna frame by frame, frame by frame, frame by frame. Wait for it, wait for it. Hold on, hold the phone, holding. It's Serie. It's Serie. It's like the outline of Serie comes through in this blast when she breaks the barrier. Isn't that so cool? That is so freaking cool. I mean, it's literally 2 frames, so it's kind of hard to notice, but like, Oh my god, I just noticed that as I was trying to get like to the right place to take a screenshot for the thumbnail. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. So anyways, that's all. I just wanted to like hop in. I hadn't noticed it before, but I noticed it now, so I just wanted to point that out. And yeah, that's it. Okay, bye. Yeah, anyways, I think that is all I had for this episode. I don't think there were any other sections that I wanted to talk about, but it is kind of funny to just see. Sounds like you've got it rough, buddy. It kind of reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it's just like, that's rough, buddy. And I like how he's just sitting all by himself, just him and the bartender chilling in the bar alone, like... Oh man, I kind of miss Stark. Like, I'm enjoying this arc, but I will say I miss my boy Stark. So I will be excited to get more of Stark back in my life once this arc is over. But I am really enjoying this arc. Like, so many intriguing sections, especially in this episode. Like, oh my god, dude. So much to talk about. Like, I could probably find more to yap about, to be honest, but I think we're gonna call it here. I think I've yapped enough. Yeah, I think I've said most of what I wanted to say, but I'm sure, like, as I think about this, and, like, if I go to rewatch the episode, I'm gonna notice even more things that I didn't notice before, and there's still some sections that I feel like I'm still kind of pondering about what exactly I take away from them. So I'm curious to know your guys' thoughts, though. Let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I think that is all from me for this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye! Alrighty, it is time, as always, for our Legend tier shoutouts. So, shout out to Abel Dark Rider, Savior of Nern, and Gabriel Weiss. Thank you guys so freaking much for being absolute legends. I really do appreciate it. And on to the rest of the shoutouts.